welcome back to the channel, and we're here today to take a look at my Giant Rain Advanced Pro 1. It's a bike that I've been racing all year. We did do a little bike check at the start of the year, but we lost all the footage, so we're taking another look at it. There's been a few changes since it came out of the box in March this year, and it's Giant sort of all hitting big mountain enduro race bike, and so far this year I've definitely been loving it. So we'll just talk through the bike, some of the changes that I've made, and we'll go from there. This year the big change was the addition of the live valve on the AP1, and I gave it a shot for a couple of months. For me, I just couldn't quite get it working right, so I went back to last year's suspension, sticking with Fox and changing out the forks for the 38s and the Float X2 on the rear. So that's been given a really nice suspension platform, and the guys at Fox have helped with a bit of tuning as well over the season. So that's the sort of suspension platform. It has 146mm on the rear and 170 on the front. So it might sound less than normal enduro bikes on the rear, but that Maestro suspension really kind of gives a nice smooth and really planted feel to the bike. So this is my second year riding the Rain, and really getting a feel for how it rides and just sort of what it's capable of, and racing it through a lot of the European EWS rounds as well as all the Scottish rounds and some of the British Nationals. It's really sort of shown what it's capable of. It can handle those long descents. Sometimes it's more me that can't handle them. So it's definitely a really capable bike, and something that makes you just feel really sort of comfortable riding, and you can kind of let the bike do a lot of the work. That's probably helped just by sort of some of the changes to the bike. So different grips on there, we've changed them out for some lizard skin just to give a bit more comfort through the arms. Stuck with the 4-pot Shimano brakes that it comes with, and that's really allows some good modulation on the braking and helps you kind of go into corners really confident. Tyres wise, we've switched the standard tyres over to WTBs. So the race just this weekend up at Vicky, I put Vigilantes on. That really helps hook up in the wet. And obviously the mud hugger up front for the last 4 months, not really been needed, but luckily had that on, and allowed me to get through the day without too much goggle faff, so that was key. Okay, so for those who like the numbers, we'll have a little talk through some of the key stats and angles on the bike. So I've been riding a medium, and it's a really good size for me. I sit in the bike and feel really in control. So the medium is a 451 reach. It's got the 64.6 degree head angle, and on the seat post angle, which is really something that's key for climbing, 76.4. And the rear chainstay is 439. So good length. It's really poppy actually, so you can really get it on the back wheel nicely, but it also feels quite stable when you're riding. So overall, it's a bike that suits well. It's well measured for a medium, let's say. Giant aren't doing anything too wild with like huge lengths of reach, etc. But with most top riders riding fairly small bikes, I think these numbers really are bang on and work well. So that's the Giant Rain. Absolutely loving it this year, and we've got a few more races out in Europe this year, so we'll be putting it through its paces. It's handled a lot. It's raced at least 10 races already this season and a few more in the bag, so it's pretty durable. I hope you've seen a bit more about this bike. Any questions, drop them in the comments below and we'll get back to you, and we'll hopefully see you out on the trail soon.